woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover.
I'm trying to remember how it starts, and I just went completely blank. Fuck, God damn it, I'll have to give it away. But mostly, I'm tired of everybody being ugly to one another. It's like shards of glass in my head, boss. I'm tired, boss.
The Green Mile.
Yeah.
I knew that one.
Proud of you. Proud of you. I had like a
Sorry, Nikki, I had to.
I had a really obscure line from that because you know how y'all are like, yo, you just remember all the most random lines. I had it, and then as the music started, I forgot it. I was like, fuck.
Oh man, that's why I wanted to do the one from the episode where Sean was supposed to be my fucking backup when I was there with Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, it would have been.
Alrighty. Well, welcome everybody to the Hangover Podcast. I am your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. you could tell what kind of paycheck I got by what kind of beef jerky I'm eating. You heard me?
You know what I'm saying?
If you see me with a Slim Jim, it was a slow week. You know what I'm saying?
But that Jack's Links though.
You see me with the Jack's Link, like the bag? Son, I cut up this week.
I don't like Jack's Links beef jerky.
I only like it in stick form.
Yeah, same.
Like they're hot.
I'm not a big fan of wet jerky.
Yeah.
That wet sweet shit.
No.
I gotta have a little kick, a little black pepper in there.
Yeah. Sitting across from me, as always, is Takeoff Music's very own Mr. TRTL. And then for 3 weeks, Joe's not here. But also to my left, we have the beautiful, the illustrious, the baby mama / in the drama. She will show up on time and get escorted onto the boat, and then we'll meet somewhere on that boat, and she'll be like, Scott, draw me naked. And I'll be like, what, bitch? We just met. The fuck? And then I'll be like, all right, fuck it. I want to see some titties. Man, fuck it. Who doesn't like titties? And then I'll draw her, and then in that same day we'll have naughty. We'll have the naughty, and then we'll run away, and then the boat that we're on is gonna sink. And then she gonna let me drown. Miss Nikki P.
Hello.
Man, in that movie.
There wasn't enough room on the door.
Sorry. You know how I sleep? You know they ain't got no room for you up here?
Does that start tossing?
My favorite position to sleep is swastika. So wait, am I wrong that I be like kneeling on Nicole's feet when I'm trying to get into bed because she always puts her shit on my side? No. Bro.
Look, it takes 2 seconds to put your hands down first to feel like you're crawling
I get in like
the
a dolphin.
Yep. You ever seen a fish when it's jumping on deck? Just
And that's what I do. And then she'd be like, ow, you hurt me. Well, if you kept your shit on your side of the bed, that probably wouldn't happen.
I'm sorry I ever cuddled you.
No, you wanted to take up the whole bed and hope that I would scrunch my ass up against the wall and be like, this is fine. Lie, I dare you.
I have to establish dominance.
oh, you're the one by the wall?
Of course. But I like being by the wall.
I got to be by the door.
Nah, I like being by the wall.
Yeah, I got to be by the door.
Why? Anything in particular? Any real reason? Or
Quick escape. Somebody sneak through the window, you're caught, not me.
That's facts. Like, right? That is facts. Nicole could hop up right now like it was nothing. I'd have to scooch my ass out the bed.
And that too, I be going to piss a lot. So, like, I'm not about to just, like, inch my way out the bed. I'm going to end up cartwheeling over you. Something going to break. It's going to be an issue.
Oh, my God. That's funny because back when I was real young, I was too scared to sleep in my own bed. So I slept on the couch because in my mind, if anybody broke in, my living room was way wider. I could get away from them quicker.
And that bitch like,
can't do that in my bedroom.
This will work.
Oh, shit. How was everybody's week?
Fucking, man, I'm upset.
Why? Like Drake?
Yardstick company, man, they pissed me off. They said they weren't going to be making them any longer.
Shut up, Leave. You've been disqualified.
Thank you, everybody. This has been a Hangover Podcast. Y'all have a good night. Oh, shit. How was your week, dear? We had a very interesting weekend.
It was very weird because it was a 4-day week. So every day felt like a different day. Like no one day of the 4 days felt like the day that it was.
And it all still felt long.
Yeah.
Were you off for Memorial Day?
Mm-mm.
We got off, and then it was just, like she said, just a 4-day week, but it still felt like a 6-day week. But you had a little family reunion?
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
It was cool.
Found out some interesting facts.
Some interesting
Some,
facts.
yeah, for sure. IYKYK.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes you find out you're related to people
that you were hoping you weren't related to.
and it's random as fuck and you're just like, oh no.
Nah, but it's definitely cool because like you get like whenever you go to a family reunion, you start playing the game of like who's hugging my child.
Yeah, facts.
and then finally somebody's just like, you don't remember Aunt Kathy? She was your dad's older brother's little cousin, and you're like,
What?
fuck?
So my dad's little cousin?
Why couldn't you just say that?
Are they the same age?
God. But I mean, I thought it was cool. They had good food.
What, at a white people family reunion, they had good food?
Yeah,
No
but
raisins in
her
the
family ain't
They
like
had nuts in the chicken
her
salad.
family
again?
ain't that kind of white. No, this was the other side.
okay.
This was the other side.
That was my dad's side of the family.
Yeah, this is
All
dad.
the darker whites.
Yes,
The darker
yes.
It's like right before you cut into the legs, like right outside of the middle part, the dark whites.
Right.
That would be the ones.
They like
I
the
found out
drumsticks.
that there's a bunch of Laetians. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that.
Now Turtle's intrigued.
We're everywhere. People be like, I don't like people from Lafitte. Meanwhile, dad had been fucking the same bitch from Lafitte since you was born. Nigga, it's your mother.
But then that same day we had to go run to our friend's kid's birthday party. And that was fun because we showed up and we were doing the thing where we were like, we're not going to stay long. We're just going to hang out for a while. We have somewhere else we got to go. So we're not going to put on bathing suits, even though there's a big-ass water slide over there. We're just going to hang out. And then by the end of it, I took Grayson down the water slide.
Nice.
And he did not like it at all. He was not a fan.
It's too fast.
Nicole, that probably wasn't the best first water slide to put him on.
Probably not. It was very steep.
Very steep.
Like the adults were playing.
And
Let's
Scott's heavy,
let's
so
flip
you
off
know it's
the,
a lot
yeah,
of slip.
Exactly.
And fucking baby was in there with his cheeks like.
But nah, he came. He went down it like a beast, and then as soon as we hit that bottom, he was like,
I don't like this, mother.
I'm struggling to get up my fat ass, and I'm trying to hold on to him so he don't drown.
We're gonna drown.
Throw me one of them. Everybody love a PCO. Anyway, are they warm
start
from your
seeing
fucking
things.
palm?
If you start seeing things,
What have you done?
nothing.
Oh no.
You did it.
Hopefully, no piss test is coming up. Anyway, God damn it, sweet. But yeah, then we went to a game night, and I let Nicole down in the worst way possible.
Give me the bag, Fiddle.
Scott's trying to kill me.
We were playing a Blockbuster game where you got to act out movies and shit like that, and I did not get a Shawshank Redemption, and Nicole was very upset with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost a silent ride home.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't
Of
know
all
how
the
I did that.
movies, I looked him in the eye and I was like, this is it. This is our moment. And he filmed me. I'm pretty sure I used the quote it. Every person has
Every man's got
a breaking point.
yeah. Well, every man's got a breaking point. I feel like that's in most action movies.
No.
Like right before the
Not one I would be staring you down.
right before the protagonist
ass
loses
for.
his shit. It's every man has. I'm pretty sure John Wick said that at one point.
You should have gave him the speech about him biting down on somebody's dick. Remember when the guy was trying to get him to
Oh
suck his dick?
man.
He was like, yeah, if you do that, I'll just bite down harder. I was like, whoa.
He was like, suck my dick, or I'm gonna stab you in the throat. And he was like, well, I'm gonna stab you in the brain. He's like, well, if you stab a man in the brain, his jaw uncontrollably latches down, and then he can't get it undone without the jaws of life. And he was like, whoa, maybe I don't want you to suck my dick. It's a great fucking movie, man. Anyway, all right, let's get this started. Let's see if we have any. I'm not even halfway there.
Top fans, here's all the people that like our shit. It's top fans. If you ain't on this list, you can suck our dicks. Respectfully.
Okay, that's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it.
Might get you on the list.
All right. So for 2 years, we have Mr. Jason Dufresne, Mr. Larry Frederick.
That's it?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then for 1 year, we have Mr. Ian Swamp Thing Nicholson himself. And then for 10 months, we have Mr. Matthew Lazzara. And then for 8 months, we have my guy, Mr. Danny L. Ford II, and Mr. Matt Tranchina.
So weird hearing his name back on the list.
And then for 7 months, we have Straight Man, Mr. Kenneth Harmon Jr. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, what else do we have? Hold on, what are we doing here? Okay, wait. Okay, all right, so for 2 months, we have Mr. Brett fucking Broad. And then for 1 month, we have Miss Chelsea Lynn and Miss Eleni Michelle. And then for 4 weeks, we have Mr. Trey Ray Flint, the futon god. And then for 3 weeks, we have Miss Bianca Marie. Thank you to all the top fans. But I also think that we have some voicemails. La-da-da-da-da-da-do-do.
What was that?
Slow down R&B 90s version.
Yeah.
How did y'all know to both do it?
We just did it. That's what friends do.
Syncopation, baby. Syncopation.
We are simpatico. All right, so the first one we have is from Mr. Dustin Spencer. Okay. Am I turned up?
You are now.
Let's go.
What's up, Hangover Pods?
God.
Christ.
So I was scrolling through TikTok, and
There's your first
I
problem.
come across this video of these mothers being interviewed, being
That always
asked
goes well.
if they
I
would
already
kill
know
for
what
their
it is.
babies. And you know that some of these raggedy bitches said no.
Ooh.
And the only ones that's raggedy bitches is the ones that said no. But can you believe some of these raggedy bitches said no? So what y'all would do? Would y'all kill for y'all baby?
Come on,
Because
man.
I know every mother I know, from my old lady to the friends I have that are mothers to my mom and my grandma. They will kill you, me, and anybody in this motherfucker to save their baby.
Mm-hmm.
You got
What
that
y'all
right.
doing? Because these raggedy bitches don't know what the fuck being a mother's about, apparently. Stupid bitches, fucking raggedy ass motherfuckers. God damn.
All right. That was your first problem with getting on TikTok.
That was great.
So we will pass the baton to Nikki P.
I know what video. As soon as he started talking about it, I was like, oh, I know which one.
So
it is.
like, is there any more context than that? Or
So they did. It was like to promote the movie The Mother from Netflix.
Mhm.
So they,
Jennifer Lopez.
yeah. So they just asked a bunch of mothers if they would kill for their baby, basically. I don't think they gave an actual percentage of how many people said yes, but a lot of moms were like, oh, I would do what was ever legal, or I don't know about that. And I'm just like, so like you would sit there and watch your kid get killed?
yeah, like I'm wondering in like the kind because like I mean in the context,
like I'm wondering if they were like, oh, your kid dies if you don't. Like if they express what
Yeah.
exactly it is, like, oh, someone stole a toy from your kid, are you going to kill them?
yeah, right. That's what
Like
I'm wondering.
what the purpose was, but
I think it's just a simple, plain fact. Like, would you kill for your kid?
Yes.
Like, if it came to the point of, yes, I have to kill this person to save my child. It was. I think it was just.
It's like
a
would you?
blanketed question.
It's like would you steal to protect your child?
Right.
Would you
Right,
rob
exactly.
to protect your child? Would
Right.
you kill to protect your child?
right,
Like,
exactly, type shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like this isn't a discussion. I'm sorry, Spencer. Like
Go meet Jesus real quick. Put you on a t-shirt, buddy. You're done.
you unsubscribing to life today. You have become a hashtag.
Nigga canceled your Netflix subscription.
Even though he's aggravating as shit, I love him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's also like that.
Who?
The baby.
Grayson?
Oh. I thought you were talking about Dustin Spencer.
Oh, I do love Dustin. But like, I don't. It's almost one of those things that's like I guess you could say it's like innate because I just have these moments where like we'll just be like chilling, like walking in the grocery store, like something like that, and out of nowhere, like somebody will just be approaching. And I'll just be like, I'll fucking end you. Like, don't do it, don't come near my kids. And I don't know why. I don't know why like that. Because it doesn't have to, like, it was a sweet little lady today. And I was like, ma'am, I will stick your head in the deep fryer. Like,
I will flip your walk over. Touch my baby.
Well, it's funny you said that. So she did come up and start talking. And like, you know, she was being very complimentary of Grayson. And I had this weird moment where like she came up and she started going, hey, Bubba, hey. And like my natural instinct immediately is to be like, please don't touch him. Like,
and people do.
They do. And like I get the concept of like you shouldn't touch people's babies because I don't do it either.
Yeah, nah.
Unless it's like a friend that like I'm cool with.
Nah, I'm touching your baby.
But
Pause.
No, I got
Pause.
Like, I was going to let you have it. You know what I mean? But I also don't want him, like, growing up, like, weird about people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, don't touch me.
Ew, like, no, please.
Walking around wearing gloves and shit. God damn it.
My parents never let anybody touch me, so now I'm afraid of wind. Like, I don't know. How do you feel, dear? Don't touch my fucking kid.
Put your fucking fingers on my child.
I mean that.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
I mean, I tend not to tell anyone anything, but there have been people that will like, if they go for his cheeks or something, I'm like,
hey, look.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing if like you touch his little chest and you're like, as you pass.
Yeah, don't touch his face.
Yeah.
Don't I don't get why people think that it's okay to touch.
Not in this time.
I don't touch babies in the face any time.
Yeah.
Like I mean, unless they're my godchildren, then I boop. But other than that,
or
that too.
A little.
Sit your ass.
I love that TikTok that's been going around of that woman with her kid, like the kid's playing with the lamp or something, and she's like, so instead of going no or stop it, what I'm gonna do is, and I guess she explained like the gentle parenting aspect, but somebody always cuts it right there and goes, cut that shit the fuck out right now. But like my baby dramatic ass, he was doing something that he took a bunch of shit off the shelf and just put it all over the ground. He didn't throw it. He wasn't violent. He was just being curious. He's taking stuff, looking at it, setting it down. He doesn't understand the concept of like put it back on my own yet.
Right.
So like he's just putting everything on the ground. And I walked out and I was like, no, sir, you don't do that. And like I'm doing it in this tone and everything. No, you don't do this. This isn't for babies. And I pick everything up and I'm putting it back on the shelf. And then I swear to God, I take his little hand and go, and he
killed his whole
and then
soul.
just fucking ran into the bedroom. Nicole's like, what happened? I'm like, bro, you an asshole. Because now I'm like, babe, look, because Nicole never believes me. So I'm just like, babe, I took his little hand and I went, like literally just like gravity, take my hand. And no force behind it. She's like, you hit my fucking baby?
You beat my son.
And then on top of that, he's got his head on his shoulder like,
he did.
He did it, mommy. He did it to me. Look, it's broken.
It's gonna be that one day that you walk inside and Nikki just gonna have that nigga in a chokehold. You gonna be like, what happened, man?
What happened to gentle parenting? But no, what gets me is that Kevin Hart joke's been making its rounds again, where it's like the baby was bad all day. And then mom was like, when dad gets home, he gonna whoop your ass. And then he's like, dad walks in, it's like, hey, I need you to go in that bedroom and fuck him up. And he's like, what? You just gonna let him disrespect us? Us? What you mean us?
I'm just in the doorway like, I don't know why I gotta whoop.
You know I gotta fuck you up.
Your mama say I gotta fuck you up.
Because if I don't fuck you up, she gonna fuck me up. Stupid ass shit. Oh man. But yes, I will. I'll kill for my kid. Yeah,
1,000%.
1,000%. All right, we got one more from Mr. Dorian. I love that y'all do it every week. Please continue doing it every week. I love having these little pop-ins. I never know what we're gonna get.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you, Scott.
Never mind.
I worked very hard on that monologue.
Never mind. I hate when they call it.
You know what? Fuck you, Scott. I worked very hard on that monologue. I did all my dramatic pauses.
You did.
I made sure my voice inflection was proper.
You did.
I even made sure I enunciated my ethnic slurs properly.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't use the pool hall scene because everybody knows the fucking pool hall scene.
Of course.
And you shit on me, but you know what?
I didn't shit on you.
Fault. It will not happen again. I got you. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Start of Pride Month. On that note, there's a new Gucci ad featuring A$AP Rocky and Julia Garner and Elliot Page. If you haven't seen it, please see it and get back at me. Shout out to Boosie, man. Boosie did an interview. That nigga is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, please fucking see it. And lastly, I'm going to get out your way early this week. Sophomore albums, one gotta go.
Uh-oh.
Wu-Tang Forever, Chronic 2001, The Infamous, Good Kid, Mad City, Low End Theory. One gotta go.
Low End Theory?
Look at that. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Fuck you again, Scott.
That's fair. Low End. That's Tribe.
Yep.
Okay.
That's got Scenario on it. Bug Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this real easy. Do you want to go first?
Nah, you can go first.
Fuck Tribe.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, look, and I'll say it because of this reason right here.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know that's gonna hurt because
without that album, we have no Busta Rhymes.
Oh my lord.
I say that for damn sure.
Okay. All right. Hey, first of all,
my nigga fly.
I was about to say.
My nigga fly. Hey, dog, A$AP be dressing this motherfucking ass off.
That's Lord Pretty Flacco, baby.
Facts. That is the prettiest nigga alive since Prince.
That Narbar interview. What's your name? I be that pretty motherfucker.
Facts.
You heard? But no. Wu-Tang Forever. Is that the album with Triumph on it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting rid of that. I bomb atomically Socrates' philosophies. Like, no, I'm not getting rid of that.
These philosophies.
Can't define how I'll be dropping these. Like, come on, man. I'm not getting rid of that. I bomb atomically. Sir, do you understand the scope? I don't bomb TNT. I don't bomb like what they had at Columbine. I bomb I fuck up cities, bro. Whole areas of the country. If we'd have dropped 2 more of them, Japan would be gone.
No Pokemon in the
You heard? And wait a minute, Good Kid, Mad City was his sophomore album?
Yeah, Section 80 was his freshman album.
Really?
Yep.
I've always heard them talk about Good Kid as his first.
Well, Good Kid was the one that went like crazy.
That's the one that got him.
That's the one that had
status.
That fucking Poe Up. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really have a club song until then.
Okay.
You know, back in that time, at that point in time, you had to have a club song to jump.
Because I've still never heard Section 80.
What?
Is that the one that's got rigor mortis?
Yeah.
You got to remember,
rigor mortis.
I got on Kendrick late because I didn't like his beats.
ADHD.
Oh, I like ADHD. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what else did he say? The Infamous?
Yeah, the Infamous.
Come on, man. I'm not getting rid of Shook Ones.
I would.
I'm not.
I would.
Shout out to Prodigy. Rest in
peace,
peace,
you
baby.
think about it, you get rid of the Tribe album, you get no Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes was just Busta Rhymes on another fucking clique. He wasn't the nigga he was until he did that verse on Tribe, and then everybody knew he was the as I come back. Like,
okay.
They knew his personality more than from when he was with the people he was with before.
Right.
So it kind of brought up his entire career because after that he did the woo-ha, I got you all.
Yeah. Okay.
That shit. So it's something I personally couldn't remove. If I had to get rid of one, it would definitely be the Infamous.
I don't listen to enough Tribe.
I don't listen to enough Mobb Deep.
Yeah, see, and I listen to I have listened to a lot of Mobb Deep.
Right.
If I'm going to put on like my oldies playlist, it's going to have more Mobb Deep on it than it will Tribe. And I know that's crazy because I think if I'm not mistaken, they have way more of a catalog than Mobb Deep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I just never, for some reason, that's the one hip hop group that I just never like caught on to. Not because I didn't like them. Like, obviously, they dope as fuck. Lord Jamar hates me. but they're still. I just never got onto that train.
Lil Jamar isn't in Tribe.
Where's he?
Lil Jamar is in not Tribe.
Really?
Yeah, Lil Jamar is a trash MC. Tribe would never let him.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, now this is gonna fuck up my hip hop history. But what else did he say? 2001? That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no.
That'll never go anywhere.
Absolutely.
Brand Nubian. He was part of Brand Nubian.
Yeah, Brand Nubian.
See?
Yeah.
There you go. I don't listen to them neither.
And he was the weakest MC in that group.
But yeah, I don't know. Tribe is it just so happens to be like that 90s era that I just didn't get a part of. Like I got in on Wu-Tang and like my mid-teens, late teens kind of thing. I started getting into them. And then like I've been listening to 2001 since I was a kid. And then from there, what else did he say? Infamous. As soon as I heard that song on 8 Mile, that was a wrap. From that, and I love Mobb Deep.
That was that, yeah. But that's the only like that Shook Ones and Shook Ones. Fuck, what is the name of that other goddamn track, man?
What about you, babe?
It's like 2 other ones. That's the only songs that I really know by Mobb Deep.
Pass.
Do you know any of these sophomore albums? I know you know 2001. I know you just don't know the names of the albums.
Yeah, you know the Chronic 2001.
Yeah, you know most of the songs on the Chronic 2001.
Smoke
Wu-Tang
weed
Forever.
every day.
Yeah. And Forgot About Dre. Forgot About Dre. And so wait. You probably don't know really any of Mobb Deep.
No, she probably doesn't. She knows the song from 8 Mile. Probably.
She knows the song from 8 Mile.
beat.
Yeah.
She probably wouldn't know the song, but she knows the beat.
Okay, so she get rid of Tribe Called Quest too. Okay, perfect.
The very last beat where
It
Eminem,
doesn't have that song on it.
Where the very last beat where Eminem like talks about himself while he's
Ain't no
freestyling,
such things as halfway crooks.
That's the Mobb Deep song that we're referring to.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think the Low End Theory had that song on it.
Okay.
What?
Can I kick it?
Yes, we can. Can I kick it?
We happened to be listening to Tribe the other day, and it was that song.
Yeah, the big one, the big record on that album was Scenario.
Okay.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
So
Hey, yo, Bo know this, what, and Bo know that, what, but Bo don't know jack.
I'm glad he didn't put the Marshall Mathers OP on there.
And what do you know? They did all. It's first up to a rap.
Because, yeah, it wouldn't have gone anywhere either. Goodbye, Tribe Called Quest. No. But, okay, so you're getting rid of Mobb Deep. Nicole's getting rid of all of them except for 2001 and Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
All right.
Short dog, hide it, Barry. And
Hallelujah.
Pick your poison.
That's just how I feel.
It's the only part you remember.
Oh, shit. All right, so what the fuck happened this week? Okay, we went and saw the new Spider-Man movie, ladies and gentlemen.
Spider-Man.
Let it but yeah, we went and saw the new Spider-Man, and it was fire. You gonna see it?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take some time. Take some time and go see that motherfucker.
I'll
Like,
probably do it like I did the last one. I seen the first one at home.
okay.
Yeah, it's not really that big.
Yeah, they had some some fun Spideys come out on this one. They didn't have the old team. They brought in a new team. And they were all fun. Every single person on there was hilarious. And then did you hear Dr. Umar Johnson talking about it?
Yes. Dog. I sat there and
So he
watched
don't
that
miss,
video.
son.
Dog, and I was like, yo, am I being brainwashed right now?
Dr. Umar Johnson is very upset that these movies, like Miles Morales, a clear black character, is going after the snow bunnies.
Yeah.
Because he is black, even in their media.
Even the Little Mermaid.
Even in their media.
Even in the Little
The
Mermaid.
media don't want them with another
They said the
strong
Little
black
he said
woman.
the Little Mermaid got a snow puppy.
How do you feel about Dr. Umar?
I think it's crazy, man.
He's consistent.
He's just one of those super righteous pro-black people. Like, I'm pro-black, but Not to that point. Like, my mama white. Like,
Right.
People gotta remember that.
Bullshit. If you pro-black, you gotta get rid of your mama.
Facts. Apparently, that's what they expect. But nah, like,
I was gonna say, would Dr. Umar even accept you?
fuck no.
No, because you're not.
Because my mama white.
Because you
I talk
blasphemous.
too white. I talk too white. You know, it's not that I got a good education. I talk too white.
Him and that dry
I date
Canada.
white women. You know, this is a whole,
that's the first problem.
There's a whole slew. I hang out with you niggas.
Yeah,
Like,
that's facts.
you know
You
what I'm
definitely
saying?
can't hang out with me the way I talk. Him and that dry Canada. But I didn't know this, but apparently it was announced, so I'm not actually like giving out spoilers or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this new Spider-Man movie is apparently a 2-parter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The second part's coming out next year. Because we're sitting there watching that shit and like...
I mean, technically, then it's a 3-part, right?
Well, so the first movie was standalone. This one ends with it to be continued.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's what I was about to say. We were sitting in there. We've been in the fucking theater for almost 2.5 hours. And we were like... I'm looking at the time. I'm like, that's a lot of shit to wrap up. Like... that's a lot of shit to wrap up before we... before this fucking movie ends, and then sure enough, it just hit us with the bing to be continued.
Oof.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but it looks like, I mean, I would say that this one was just as good as the first one.
I think it's better.
Or better than the first one.
Good.
And
Glad it met the standard. The first one was pretty damn good. Kudos to him.
definitely got you hyped. Made you miss Stan Lee, though.
Yeah.
You didn't get his little cameo.
See, that's why I'm not really so eager to go see it in the theaters just because I know it doesn't tie into the like Marvel universe.
Kinda.
I mean, kinda.
There's like a couple
like-
little moments in there that they throw in, but you can tell it's just like canon.
Right. Yeah.
There is
it's
a
not nothing that's like gonna lead to like, all right, now this nigga's gonna turn from a cartoon into a real person and
True.
fight fucking Kang with everybody else.
There is a cameo in this movie that I know will make you throw your remote at the TV in a good way.
Okay.
In a good way. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Boom.
Word.
Yep.
You know,
I dig it.
how that stuff happens. But how do you feel about them making these kind of movies with it not tying into the MCU? Because I will be honest, they spent all that time making this movie, and I think this is one of the best MCU movies that they've made in a long. Well, it's not an MCU movie, but one of the best Marvel movies they've made in a long time, and it's a fucking cartoon. I feel like instead of making these kinds of movies, they should be writing better MCU movies.
I mean, technically, wasn't this one like another Sony thing though? Because they still own the Spider-Man, right?
Apparently, they're all now that they have officially reached an agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, Sony, Disney, Marvel, they are all in cahoots now.
I thought it was kind of like Sony was like, all right, we're gonna do this since you got Tom Holland. Like,
Apparently, like in the recent like year, maybe recent months, recent year, like it was literally like a fans, we did it. Like they have officially united, and like it's all everybody sharing with everybody. We should start getting like all the stuff that they weren't letting us have before and making it into this and that. So I mean, it's actually a really good, big deal. So I mean, how are you feeling, Nikki?
About what's the topic?
Spider-Man.
I mean, I agree. Well, I wouldn't say it's the best, like,
Aside from Guardians.
yeah, because I like Guardians. But it definitely, for it being a cartoon, was made so that it, like, people shouldn't just treat it like, oh, it's a cartoon, it's for the kids, because it definitely was not.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously kids can watch it, but they made it so well that you can enjoy it even if you don't like cartoons.
Yeah.
okay.
The animation alone.
Yeah.
Like, animation's top
that's what
tier.
had me sold on the first one. I was like, oh, that looks dope. I'm gonna check it out. And then it ended up being a good movie. I was like, oh, cool.
My two things.
She's mad about this.
One, the bad guy, Spot, is a very weird shaped man. It's like they drew
Got like
him
a
to where
dad
he's like a
bod.
block with like two little skinny legs. So it looks weird. It's got a weird frame. So that bothered me looking
but-
at him.
Not in his defense, because he's a weird looking motherfucker. His arc is insane.
Yes.
Like the moment he steps on frame, he is this. The phrase that they kept using during the movie is villain of the week. and that insulted him. And like when you first see him, like when you first see him, he's trying to steal an ATM and he can't fucking do it because he doesn't know his powers yet. So he's awkward and he's like, oh God, like trying to lift this ATM up. He throws the spot down, it falls in, but now it's coming out the wrong way on the other side, and he's just real awkward. And then like Spider-Man pops in and he's like, oh, Spidey, I've been expecting you. And then like one of his little spots starts spilling bread because he's in the bread aisle and it fell through a spot, and like it's just real awkward. By the end of the movie, he's fucking terrifying. Yeah, like his whole he like just grasps onto like the whole like, no, I'm not a villain of the week, I'm a fucking villain. Right. And then like by the end of the movie, he is horrifying, but was really good. So moving on. The other thing you didn't like.
The second thing I didn't like was that since it's a comic book, they had like different comic book sayings that they said throughout it, and they would put a little box at the bottom of the screen that would explain what the term is of whatever they used.
It would be like a little comic book box would pop up at the bottom and like explain it.
And they did it in like 2 seconds. So you didn't even have a chance to read the box. And so I'm like, I don't even understand why they just said snowball, because I don't know what snowball means, because the box popped up twice for 2 seconds and I couldn't fully read the sentence of what snowball means.
They got the British guy and he's like said something and he was like, do you know why that they did that? He's like, I don't know, mate. I don't have a Scooby-Doo. And it just kept it moving, and it was like it pops up at the bottom. Scooby-Doo phrase means I don't have a clue, or I don't know. Like, and she was like trying to read it, and it just disappeared. She was like, "What the fuck?" Because that was like the second or third time that happened.
You're a slow reader.
It just startled you because you're looking at the main screen, and it would just be boop boop. It's like, wait, no, come back.
It's one of those things where you just got to start listening for out of place words. Like, wait, why did this nigga just say he's going to go have a snowball now?
And then they did the thing.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not going to say when. I'm not going to say when. Oh, they did?
Yeah, it was in the fucking trailer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's literally like a whole shot where they show like a bunch of them niggas going, hey.
It was hilarious.
Well, to say, I enjoyed seeing that scene, so you shouldn't tell people.
No. You're not going to see it coming. That's another one of those moments.
I saw it coming. As soon as they said that.
When it happens, I'm sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, definitely if y'all get a chance, go check that out because that was actually a great.
They did it in the
first one. Yeah. At the very end.
Yeah, I was glad that they did it. I was like, ha, you fuckers! I'm
glad they threw it in there. The best part about that scene, I don't know if we ever talked about that, but the best part about that scene was they also do like a cutaway to like J. Jonah Jameson for like a split second. And it's Spider-Man. What's funny is that was Stan Lee doing that voice because apparently when he wrote all of the characters in Spider-Man, somebody asked him like, if you could ever voice one of the characters, which one would you want to do? And he was like, I've always wanted to do J. Jonah Jameson.
Nice.
And apparently he got to do it right before he passed away.
That's dope.
Give it up to Stan Lee, man. The God.
Fucking dope, man. Don't cry, Nikki. It's all right.
Harley over there. She's already cried for Stan Lee. I'll never forget that car ride home. We were so sad.
Don't distract him. He'll jump on your ass.
Oh, and speaking of staying on some nerdy shit, this is gonna be a nerdy episode. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, the video game, has been delayed.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes.
Give it up for them one time for delaying that fucking game. At this point, and I'm gonna say this, and I hope if anybody out there that plays video games is listening to this understands. At this point, I almost hope they cancel it. Just after seeing that gameplay. Did you watch the gameplay footage?
No.
Did you like Gotham Knights?
Yes.
You did? Mm-hmm. Okay. The only problem I have with games that have been coming out lately is they've been going really hard on like the loot box style of play, and I'm over it.
What do you mean?
The loot box?
Did you play Avengers?
Yeah.
You know how it was like, number one, you know how that game, it was like the same mission over and over and over and over and over. Mm-hmm. It already looks like they're going to start doing that. All the characters pretty much have the exact same powers across the board, except for like a couple little like special moments here and there. But the loot box thing is basically where instead of leveling up your character like by skill points, by finishing missions and like getting skill points and then upgrading certain things about them, they have like these boxes that you can find or you earn, and when you open them up, it's all random. You'll get like this is a rare pair of pants, and it adds 4 magic to your overall score. And this is a common shirt, so you're only going to get a 1% increase on your melee. Stop it. I don't want that anymore.
I don't know. I mean, with those type of games, it's kind of hard to like do it attribute based because I mean they're already these superheroes. We're not telling an origin story.
But in that same vein, this is the same company that made the Arkham series. Right. You had 3 borderline, if not perfect, games.
I mean, you think about those though. I mean, if we're gonna talk about like the mission play, it was the same thing over and over.
But at least the setting was different. Like,
not really.
Did you actually play them games?
Did you play Gotham Knights? Because it was the same thing. I just didn't have a Batmobile.
I don't know.
They put me in areas where I had to fucking smoke out, get my ass up on top of the roof, wait for niggas to pass underneath me, yeet their ass up, get to the goal, type on some type of fucking computer, hack some code, solve some riddle, boom, mission's over. That was the same thing the Batman was.
In that part, yes. But then there were a lot of other moments in the like.
You just like it more because it was Batman.
No, I was actually really hoping that this was going to be an amazing game. The only problem that I started having with Arkham, not Arkham Knight, Gotham Knights, was that like it did get to the part where like the level up system I just couldn't get behind because like even at one point they had said like there's gonna be, and maybe I just didn't find it, maybe that was just me, but it got to a point where it was like the level up system is basically going to keep all 4 of them equal as you level up, so that way nobody gets left behind.
Yeah.
And I played mostly with Jason Todd, and then I would be like, you know what, this mission requires a little more stealth. I'm going to grab Robin.
Right.
And I grab Robin, and Jason Todd's a 785, Robin's a 62.
Well, that's because you didn't go and like change his gear out. He still got on the common gear from when you last played with him.
Oh, so see, I just want him to do it.
I did the whole thing where I switched between characters just so I can see what different costumes I had. So every time I would go in to buy new shit, I'd be like, "Oh, this shit's strong as a motherfucker.
Right.
Let's put this on him." Boom.
And then the whole like meshing of things, like they had like the health thing, and then they had like the other thing, and you could push them together and make a stronger thing. That got old to me after a little while. See, like it's like, come on, man. And then I think a lot of games are just getting so far up VC's ass, so it becomes like I said, with the 3 fucking Arkham games, you started in this one spot, and then by the end of the game, you were as powerful as you could be once you reached 100%. There was no further for you to go. Now the game's over. And then in this one, it's like the games that are coming out now, it's like you can play, but for $5.99 a month, you can unlock this and be OP as fuck, at least until next month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that. Like, no, just give me a fucking game to play. I don't want to have to keep buying shit.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't have to buy anything in Gotham Knights.
You don't have to buy anything. And no, and you keep going back to Gotham Knights. Like Gotham Knights was a poor example. But it's like
Avengers too. I mean, you didn't really
no, Avengers got old quick. Yeah. Like I tried my best to stay up with that fucking game because I waited so long for it to come out. But by the 3rd time, it was like, okay, I'm right here. I need to get all the way over there. When I get all the way over there, finally, there's going to be 75 villains, and I have to just fight all of them, and then the game's over.
Yep.
You know, that was boring. That's boring. I was over it very quickly.
Absolutely.
And then every now and then you'd be like, oh, good, I made it to the new area. Like I just left Metropolis, and now I'm in Ant-Man's world. And then it's like, it's the same thing. Just like now it looks like you're underground instead of outside. Oh, great. I paid $70 for this.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Video games need to do better.
I've been saying the same thing. I feel like I'm just playing the same regurgitated shit all over and over and over. That's why I don't buy Call of Duties anymore.
Yeah.
I'll wait till Joe buys it, and then I just game check. You know what I'm saying?
Because, like the Arkham games were definitely a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
It was get here, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, and then move on. So, I mean, I guess it's also like the story has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like, like the story definitely carried most of those games. But I also felt like at least each mission you got to, even though you were doing essentially the same thing, you had to do different things to get to that point.
Right.
So it was like, maybe this time you're fucking getting on a fucking pirate ship. Maybe this time you're going on like the Penguin's lair, or now you're over here and you're over here. So at least like they dressed it different. They moved things around. They made it feel different, at least when you're going from this part of this stage to the next. Like every mission didn't feel the same, even though in some ways it really was. I think that's where it's starting to become noxious. And then you win enough missions. You win enough missions. I get to upgrade my bat suit from a 5 to a 6. And then now I get more and like all of this. But now in this one, it's like, oh, I got rare pants. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just over it. Because you had 3 almost perfect games. And now y'all are like, no, we need to do. It's the same fucking company. Like, this is supposed to take place 5 years after the last one. And now they're like, yeah, but now we can do it the way new games are being made. No! You had 3 games that are ranked. Some of the best. Keep doing what you were doing.
I don't know, man.
Fuck him. DJ Envy about to get his ass kicked by Gunplay. How you feel about that?
Who? Oh, DJ Envy? I don't know, man. That shit's crazy.
That's really all you can say.
Yeah, man. Gunplay be hanging out 8 blocks from here. We got to watch what we say.
Because on one hand, like, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If Gunplay felt like his wife was being disrespected. Definitely.
You know, like, she looks up at him and goes, you gonna let him talk about us like that?
Right. I was about to say that. Don't let her being offended leads your actions with somebody that you associate yourself with, probably as more than just an acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? They probably all homies. You know what I'm saying? So especially if it's, you know what I'm saying, all right, I'm going to call this nigga to check him. But if he start trying to, in a sense, plead his case, you know what I'm saying? You don't tell that nigga you going to smack the fuck out of him when you see him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, there was a time, one of my really good friends, his wife was pregnant. She showed up at like one of the places that we were at. She was coming to pick him up. I'm outside talking to all of them. She comes up and I went, oh man, look at my man's old lady. Look at her. And she's pregnant. I'm like, ain't she the prettiest little pregnant girl out here, man? Man, I love her. And then we just kind of kept it moving, kept talking. A couple hours later, my partner calls me. He's like, hey, bro, she was telling me that you was rubbing on her stomach and telling her how beautiful she was and this, that. I'm like, He's like, hey, I'm just calling to tell you, don't do that shit again. Fuck you. And like that's why, like, I always say, when it comes to certain situations, like, there's 2 ways that this can go.
Right.
Which is, I'm gonna react defensively, or we can have a conversation.
Right.
And I think that's where that issue, like, that became a problem. It was like, why you gotta come at me like that, bro?
Facts.
Like, you know me. We're actually like, and this wasn't like just some dude I hung out with. Like, we were friends.
Right.
Brothers.
Right.
Like, call me and have a conversation with me. Like, look, my old lady saying this. What? I feel like I should feel a type of way about this. Like, Scott, what happened?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then we could talk about, like, dude, like, literally she walked up. I said, oh, look at my man's pretty old lady, blah, blah, blah. Rubbed the stomach and then kept it moving. Like, she's pregnant. You rub pregnant women's stomach, right, babe? And everybody, and they hate it.
No.
No, I'm saying it's a thing, even though
Yes, it is a thing.
So it's like, the fuck? But no, he's going to call me, hey, don't do that shit again.
Don't do that shit. Like, nigga,
hey, suck my dick.
Right.
Now what?
Now what we gonna do?
And like for Gunplay, did you watch the video, babe?
Yes.
For Gunplay to just come out the gate like, hey, bro, hey, you know I slapped the shit out you. And in a way, like, I get it. Like, I'm wondering if he actually believed it, because like the way that he was like, yo, my baby had a birth defect, dog. Like, you know I slapped the shit out you behind that, right?
Right.
So that I get.
Right.
Like, because in a way, like, if you're looking at DJ, like, I can see both sides. You're looking at DJ Envy and it's like, why did you have to bring Gunplay into this?
Right.
Especially like behind the whole like
him and Rick Ross shit. Right.
Yeah. Right, like, and it's like, well, but then I get DJ Envy shit. It's like, oh, if that's your brother.
Right. You shouldn't have to have him out there making it go funny.
Exactly.
This Ricky man, Ross the boss.
This famous person got to go out there and make a GoFundMe because his baby's got a heart defect.
Right. And meanwhile, the nigga that's supposed to be brought him in the game and got his back.
That's
and
my
this,
brother.
That's my brother. And da 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 da. You over here buying Rolls Royces like it's fucking G Nikes, nigga.
Yeah.
Out here in a fresh pair of Rolls Royces every day.
But
This nigga gotta go fund me.
And then according to Gun's wife, as soon as like, you know, all of this shit came out, he immediately made a big donation. Cool.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Right.
Why'd it take that long?
Right. Why it had
When
to
we
get,
brothers,
Why
like-
it had to be aired out for you to come in, you know what I'm saying, do what you had
Like
to do.
I know if there was anything wrong with Grayson, before we even make a GoFundMe, my brothers are gonna at least approach like, yo, anything I could do to help.
That
You know
nigga,
what I'm
I
saying?
got $5 right
Exactly. Like,
and
I'll take that $5. And look, now we got $105.
$5. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
It's progress.
But I'm just saying, one day I'm gonna ask Turtle for money and we're gonna see how it goes. No, like Grayson's sick. Oh my God, Scott, Grayson's sick. What's wrong? I mean, like he got sniffles. Like his allergies mad acting up. Like I need $500
We don't know how we're gonna get this runny nose to stop leaking.
without $500.
The doctor say you got a special laser. You gonna go in there and cauterize this shit. All I need is about $5,000.
Come on, bro, for your brother. But then, so yeah, my thing is just like I can see both sides. Like, and then to like wrap it all in, why you recording me, bro?
Right.
We're supposed to be having a man-to-man conversation.
Right.
Why are you recording me?
Right.
Like this feels corny.
Right. And then your girl posting it right afterwards talking about, oh, now you on the phone with my man and you ain't got shit to say. Talking about, oh, I'm about my bad. Apologize. Like, yeah, nigga, what you want the nigga to say? Like, you want him to be like, pull up there, nigga.
Right.
Right.
I hate when motherfuckers act like that, dog. I hate when motherfuckers act like that. Like, it's like immediately if you call me with smoke, I got to give smoke back. Like,
Right.
immediately.
Right.
It's like, no, let's have a conversation. Like, all right, so first thing out of Gunplay's mouth, yo, bro, my baby had a fucking heart defect, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, oh, wait, whoa, hold on. We wasn't even talking about that, bro.
Right.
Oh, well, I'll slap the shit out you. Well, then we could fight. But in the meantime, like,
let's get to the bottom of what the issue is.
yeah, like, hey, look, if we gonna fight, we gonna fight.
Facts.
But let's be clear before we fight.
Right.
You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? And like,
I'm 30. I can't be fighting over confusion.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
My back
Fuck that.
hurt, bro.
Facts.
I got off the what was it? Oh, the rocking chair to go put my baby in the crib and my back cracked and I went
Nigga, for like the last 6 months, every time I've been down too long, I lean up, my shit right here, my sternum, it just cracked. I'll be like, oh, fuck.
The amount of times over the past couple of weeks that I've dropped shit and been like, fuck. Like, get mad because you dropped something. Like, it ain't nothing to, but you really just angry.
You gotta stiffen up your fucking knees and like just lean in. Cause you don't want to do the full bend. It's bullshit.
How you feel, babe?
About what thing?
He's just like, well, my knees be
About
hurting
being
too,
old.
nigga.
Well, to go back to the DJ Envy thing, I love the fact, like the last video where it showed like the actual time that he mentioned it, and Charlamagne's just like,
Taking it too far.
yeah, he's like, you're taking it too far, and he just like remaining quiet the whole time, and I was like, he knows.
Yeah.
Well, because first of all, we all know Gunplay's crazy.
Facts.
Everybody knows Gunplay's crazy.
Facts.
Charlamagne is also really good friends with Gunplay
Facts.
and Rick Ross.
Facts.
So I knew he was gonna like kind of stay out of it, but
so is fucking DJ Envy.
right, this is mostly Ross's fault.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was funny watching Charlamagne's face.
Because he had his head down, like he's like, I'm not
doing this.
He looked like that one kid that knew somebody else was about to get in trouble. He was just like, I ain't doing this.
But like you got to give it like on the phone call when Gunplay called him and he was like, no, Envy, I want to be clear. I will slap the shit out you. Charlamagne hopped in and was like, come on, man, we're not doing all that. Like, stop.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Let's talk.
Right.
Because like that, back to what I was saying before, is like now you're putting me in a position where I have to be like, I have to defend myself.
Right.
So now we can't have any sort of like progressive conversation.
Right.
So definitely shout out to Envy for that, because
Facts.
like my entire thought process was like, well, you know, I'll slap the shit out. It was like, okay, come do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then now we're not getting anywhere productive.
Fuck no.
But at least Envy was, and then like by the end of the conversation, apparently they were all laughs and jokes and like everything. He didn't record that part.
Of
the
course
conversation.
not. Of course not.
But and then you got the baby mama happening too, where it's just like, don't do this.
Right.
Like, why are you gassing the fire?
Right.
I don't know.
Sometimes shit just need to be a conversation between two people, and that's it.
It's always got like Charlamagne's been saying all week. It's like, I would hate to see this turn into something stupid and have us saying over a car show.
Right.
Like,
right.
But apparently Ross is the one that started bringing Envy's family into it, and Envy is on record, don't play behind his family.
Facts.
Ever.
Yeah.
I feel like most people are that way.
Yeah.
I like how they put the beige rage meter on when he was doing that shit.
So wait, what did Ross say about her? Did you hear? What? About his wife?
About his? No, I didn't.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, I didn't hear. I just knew the apparently Envy had spoke on something. Ross was supposed to come through for one of his car shows or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Fucking, and then from there, Ross had said some shit about. I don't know if it was about Envy's wife or his kid. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was his wife because I don't think Ross would go that low and talk about somebody's kids. But at the same time, he let his partner, make go fund me for his kids. So
yeah,
neither here nor there. But yeah, that Ross said some shit about Envy's whoever, and then that's when Envy, talked about him not, making it go.
So who's wrong?
Gunplay making it go fund me. In which situation? The Gunplay and Envy situation or the Ross and Envy situation?
Yeah, because I think Ross is at fault in both of them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Because then it's like on the one hand you're looking at Envy and it's like you really didn't need to bring Gunplay up at all.
Yeah, no.
But then at the same time, I also feel like Envy was making a point.
Right.
And then I also feel like Gunplay didn't need to be recording them conversations because that was kind of corny.
Facts.
Because like they were saying, it was like Envy was out of the studio for 2 days because Gunplay wanted his public apology was the whole thing.
Right.
And then apparently Envy wasn't there for 2 days plus the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess how did he want him to do it? Like, as soon as I get back in the studio, my brother, I'll do the public apology. Like,
right.
And then, but apparently that wasn't long enough, so then he posted it.
Right.
And then Envy said that that's a felony.
Right. It is to record a private conversation.
In some states. My favorite thing that I ever read, because I was looking that up one time for something else that happened, and the line that confused me, that had me staring at the ceiling for a while, was in certain states it is legal to record the conversation as long as one party is consenting.
So
right.
You mean the nigga recording it?
Yeah, right. That was my thoughts. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, if I'm recording it, I'm a party. I'm consenting. But apparently that's when it's okay. It's if I hear you and somebody else's conversation like over the phone and I start recording it.
Okay.
So I'm not in that conversation, but it was like a magic
third
trick.
party recording type shit. Raggedy bitch.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there staring at my fucking, like, she's sleeping. I'm just staring at the ceiling, like, but I know I'm recording. If I get amnesia, is it now an illegal?
I'm like trying to read on the DJ Envy and Rick Ross to see, but I'm not seeing anything where any of them went after the other's family.
We're going to have to go back and like re-listen to all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
There it is.
Okay, I think I found it. It's something. It says, "And Envy, out of respect and love for you, that part of the pool, I'm saving that just for your girlfriend and her little baddies."
Who said that?
DJ Envious, you just started a pool cleaning service because you got a job. You work. I'm kind of confused. I don't know who's saying this.
Yeah,
it's a very confusing article. It's a lot of long quotes and a lot of.
Because I feel like Envy's like not gonna bring up nobody's wife and kids.
Yeah, no. He got wife and kids.
Yeah, and he flips out anytime somebody brings up his wife and kids.
Right.
What the fuck does that even mean? Don't get fired by that white man. It's all fun and joy, but dead serious. Your girlfriend Envy, she right there, and I need you and your sons. I told the cleanup crew, wait. What the fuck?
Yo, I've been in.
That's what happened when you let rappers run their own Twitter.
I was about to say, I've hung out in many hoods. I didn't understand not a near word of that. They got that Jamaican lady at my job that keep trying to get me to speak patois, and I just refuse to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna be that white person.
They love that shit.
I'm not gonna be that white person.
They love that shit. They had everybody on the goddamn bus when we was going to go walk the waterfall. They had everybody on the goddamn bus saying "Wagwan."
She got me that one time. I was walking down the hallway. I saw her coming. She went, "Wagwan, Mr. Scotty," and I went, "Wagwan, Nicole." And then of course they got the houseman pushing the shit like, oh my god.
They done taught the white boy how to say it.
So, how you doing today, man? I said I told my girl earlier today, you want to act like a roadside gal? I'm gonna treat you like a roadside gal. Anyway.
Yeah, suck your teeth, not your lips, stupid.
That's what I did.
That nigga almost ate his bottom lip just now. It was like...
No, I don't want to... And it was like, they got that dude in Shotters. They're like, that whole movie is in subtitles. But I understood most of the shit that they were saying. The only one that fucked me up was that one dude in the very beginning when they were still kids. And it was like... He was like, yeah, it's too early in the morning for me to sell out herb. You gotta come out of that, but I gotta sell out herb. And he was like, and the subtitles like, it's too early in the morning for marijuana. Please come back later if you would like marijuana. Too early in the morning to sell out herb. Have you ever seen that movie?
Which movie?
Shotters?
No.
We doing that tonight.
I did it to fucking who that was? I think it was D-Ro and Abby. Me, Keaton, and Joe had already seen the movie, and the only way I had it was
Shotters?
Was bootleg.
Oh, okay.
So it was clear, but they ain't had no subtitles.
Oh no!
Everybody in the room was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "You just hear shit. Pay attention."
Clearly, they said,
"Take the wheel, lead the money.
Take the what and lead the what."
Oh, maybe I have seen that.
Bomba clot.
Every time they open up a
Listen to me,
suitcase,
fam man.
here's what we're gonna do. But every time that man opened up a suitcase, that's why. I told her, she was like, nah, Scott, one day you're going to have to come to Jamaica with me. And I was like, I wouldn't want to go to Jamaica with anybody else. I'm like, please show me your home.
Facts.
Take me out there, show me where to eat.
They going to give you some jerk chicken, red beans and rice, not how you think.
Of course.
And plantains.
And then I'm going to get my fucking head cut off right now.
As soon as you go to like licking on the chicken bone, they're going to be like, yep, now it's time.
That was like one of the guys I used to work with. He was from DR, and I would always ask him like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to go there." He's like, if you go, man, he's like, just stay in the touristy areas.
Yep.
I'm like, word? He's like, yeah, because the police are out there. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, you go anywhere else, they can't help you.
Yep. Facts.
I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Niggas is shooting at police in the Jamaica.
Well, he was basically,
bullshit.
He's like,
up.
You white, you got money.
Yeah.
And they're going to rob the shit out you.
Yep.
And I'm like, awesome. Great.
Yep.
It's like my white ass walking through Kingston, Jamaica. No. How you feel about it, babe?
About traveling to
Jamaica. Don't do this.
I wouldn't mind going on a vacation.
You want to go on a cruise to Jamaica?
Sure.
Would you go to Cuba?
Sure.
I've thought about it.
Nope.
No?
I'm good.
They do cruises to Cuba now?
Take one wrong trip.
Castro rise from the dead, bro. Oh, shit. Nah, I want to go on a cruise, though. I'm so scared of boats.
It's on the list.
Yeah. And they mad cheap, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you could go on a decent cruise for not that crazy amount of money.
Yeah. No. It was only like 2 bands when we went to Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and that was 3 people, you know what I'm saying? It gets, that's why I tell people, go in a group, man. Like, I know y'all try to be all romantic and coupley.
Hell
and shit.
no.
Go with a group. You're going to pay like $300 a room. All you need is
Who's
16
you
people.
We've been on one vacation where it was just us 2.
Nah, I
that
just
shit was
mean like
expensive.
in general.
Oh, okay.
You know,
it's
we
a
talking,
lot of...
we talking to like an audience here, nigga.
Yeah,
It's not
like-
just us in the room.
All right. Well, he said,
She got mad offended. I'm not like these other bitches.
well, it's not
I
even
like
that.
to be
It's just like,
romanticized, turtle. I'm sorry.
it just sounded like you said, I know y'all like to be romantic and stuff, and it's just like,
I thought you would... No, I was about to say, I'm going to be honest. I thought he was another one. Like, bro, we've gone on one vacation alone. Leave us alone, bro. The amount of friends that are like, oh, because y'all just like going places by yourselves. No, we don't. We never fucking do.
we're never alone.
You got your vape?
No, I don't.
Good.
I left it at the house.
Give me mine back, the one that you stole.
It's already out.
Fuck
Because I charged it like you didn't.
All right. Fast and the Furious.
It's Fast and it's Furious.
I have recently taken on
Twitch.
rewatching all of them.
Mm-hmm. Why?
I just made it to 5 because I honestly because I'm at the point now where they're all blending together. Like I've seen them all. I didn't see. I might have seen 8. I did not see 9. But I definitely.
Oh, you ain't see niggas in space?
No, I didn't. No.
Me
So what's funny?
I think the last one I
That's
saw was
Jay-Z's
the
new song?
one that Paul Walker.
Not Ludacris and Tyrese.
Okay.
It's amazing.
But yeah, I was reading some summary and like I didn't want to spoil it for myself, so like I just was like kind of quick reading through it, and I saw Tej and Roman make it to the International Space Station, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Which is funny because we were always making the joke, like the next movie they just gonna go to space. And,
yep. Sure enough, you got your wish.
But I was telling her, I'm like, I haven't seen them all in a while. I'm like, so they're all kind of blending together to me. Like, I remember the first one is the first one. Second one's the one with Ludacris. Third one's Tokyo Drift. And then I start to kind of lose. Like, I know the Hispanic dudes, Tego and DeSantos get introduced in 4. I don't remember the plot of 4. So I'm like, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, they all start to blend together for me. So I started rewatching them. Bro, Vin Diesel needs to be in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
Like no, but I mean like no. You know what? Let me rephrase. Dominic Toretto needs to be in a Marvel movie.
And his only superpower, family.
Cuz. Well, not even that. I'm watching 4, and it gets to the part where he just goes and stands in the middle of the road, and he can recreate the crash that killed Letty in his mind. And I'm like,
they had a nigga on TikTok that talked about that. It was like, yo, at some point in time in these Fast and Furious movies, Dominic Toretto developed superpowers and nobody told us.
Yo, and then I remember the movie where he's fighting. I don't even remember who he's fighting. I just remember he looks at him and goes, ugh, family, or something like that, stomps his foot, and the fucking thing starts to collapse.
Exactly. Yep.
Bro.
Yep. There's a scene where
he
he's
could have
like
beat Thanos
in
up on
chains, getting beat by like 3, 4, 5 niggas, and he's just pulling and rips down an entire concrete ceiling this thick, just by his mere strength and family.
I'm watching. I think it was the last movie. Yeah, it was the last movie.
No, it couldn't have been because that was 9.
No, I'm thinking about what I've been watching. Whatever. I know that I got to a part right where him and Brian are like chained up like this, and they sitting there talking to the dude. And I think it was 4, and he's sitting there talking to him, and he's like, whatever, take care of both of them. And he just tink. Yep. It's like that would never happen. That would never happen. And like Brian's still come here, choking the dude out with his legs.
FBI training.
Somebody help me down. And Vin Diesel's just like, yeah. See, it's like, no. Where did you fall off? Or do you still really enjoy the movies?
I fell off, honestly, the movie when they find Letty and they're like, oh, she's alive. That was the one that I hated the most. The only part I cared about was seeing how these niggas got Letty to come back. I was like, what? Did they clone her? Like, you know, what happened?
Which is funny that you say that because, like, number one, the other thing that I wanted to bring up, I'm watching The Fast and the Furious, the first one.
I still watch them all. Let me clear that up. Yeah.
Well, this is my first time rewatching them in some years. So I'm rewatching the first one, and I love that they're hijacking trucks full of DVD players. And it's like now, that car that you just blew up costs more than all of that shit that's in the back. Bro, you can get a DVD player now for $10.
I mean, back then, that shit was like $2.99.
Right. So, I mean, I get it, but it's even funnier watching it now, though. It's like, you could, like, bring that entire truck to a Walmart, and
they'll turn that motherfucker around.
Yeah, they'll be like, we ain't never gonna sell none of that shit. Come on, man, I gotta unload all this shit. All right, we'll give you $50 for the whole truck. We gotta make a profit too, bro.
Facts.
We gotta make a profit.
Facts.
Matter
of fact, lead a trailer with it. We gonna use that.
But also, what pissed me off, And it wasn't until she made me explain it that I realized that it didn't make sense. All right, follow me. Third movie.
I'm with you.
Han dies.
Yep.
Right? His car gets hit by a car. It flips. He's laying there. Asian noises. And then it blows up. He dies.
Wow. That nigga said Asian noises.
I'm sorry. That wasn't funny. Don't laugh. If you're laughing, fuck you. Don't laugh. That was a test and y'all are failing. I could hear y'all in your cars
Everybody
right now.
in their trucks going, dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Asian noises. So wait, all right. So just to be clear, third movie, Han dies in the car, flips upside down, catches on fire, boom, blows up. He's dead.
Asian noises.
Correct. Right. Yeah, Asian noises, right. I don't remember which one, but a couple of movies later, now we're back caught up. It turns out that it was Shaw walked by the car, dropped his lighter, he hit Han, dropped his lighter, caused the car to blow up. So Shaw killed Han. Couple movies later, Han comes back. He was never dead at all. So where was the setup here? Did he I don't know. I'm so confused.
Honestly, I don't know how they could have played it out, because what they say is when that car is coming around that big turn, everybody knows the big turns dramatic scene in fucking
That was her.
Tokyo Drift.
She was looking forward to
When
it.
you cut through the fucking crowd, everybody's like,
Yeah, it was a great scene. Hey, that was a great fucking scene.
apparently in that scene is where he got out, is what they say in the canon. It's because you know how they spin it is like in that turn, he wasn't in the car. It was the AI driving the car at that point.
But you see
It was
him in the car.
It was a hologram of
Oh
him.
my
They were trying to
God.
say that they were that advanced, and Han was that deep in with
And
this
he
undercover
knew that this
shit.
was the moment to get out of the car.
No, said that that's what the canon says.
Okay.
He knew that before that turn, the canon says he would have jumped out of the car, met up with whatever agent that was, I forgot. And then they watched the whole death scene and now he's dead. But in the movies, we only get them going through and then they show him in the car and they explain that that's a hologram. They don't
explain it in the movies?
Yeah, they explain that was
Okay.
a hologram of him, but they don't
Good
explain how
God.
he was not in the fucking car.
Yeah.
Because we watch him leave the garage, jump in the car, getting shot at,
Yeah.
and drive off.
It was even more infuriating because it's like, okay, he escapes death.
Right.
Clearly, this was some sort of setup if he had to fake his death.
Right.
But now they're saying that Shaw ran into him, which wasn't planned. Shaw was going for him. So now car flips, he goes over, drops his lighter, boom, car blows up. I'm coming for the rest of your family, Toretto. So that was just a coincidence? That Shaw happened to go after Han and there was a hologram in the car. Like, this was all fuck you.
That's what they trying to, I guess, say is that because of being with this whole hologrammy high-tech shit, that nobody else was in the loop about Shaw but Han. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were saying, like, the headquarters that this nigga was working for knew he was going to be hunted down. They just didn't know when. And then when they found out when, they made that happen.
Okay. Nicole, you stay awake. Stay awake, Nicole.
It's the Fast and the Furious rabbit hole. Don't go down it. Stay off of Reddit.
And then the new news is that it has apparently been confirmed.
Yep, it's a trilogy.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is coming back too.
Yeah, because it's a trilogy.
What does that mean?
They're making a trilogy off of the 10th
Finale.
movie.
Yeah, the finale is going to be a trilogy.
It's 3 parts.
But
Kind of
apparently-
like how I guess you would say with the Spider-Man
Yeah, but apparently Vin Diesel and The Rock have squashed their
beef.
Their beef.
Yeah. Fucking who's going to be the baldest and buffest?
Apparently they had it in their contracts that nobody could clearly win.
Did you know
Uh-oh.
that The Rock doesn't have a six-pack? Look at every picture you've ever seen of him with his shirt off. Doesn't have a six-pack.
Looks like he's got a 12-pack.
He doesn't have any pack.
No. He's just fat.
Nah, it's one, genetically, his dad never had it.
Oh, he's Samoan.
So he never had it. And he ripped his abs in a like workout.
Ew.
So, you know, when you rip something, like if you rip your bicep, you're going to have like half a bicep.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing that happened with his abs just dented in.
Oh no.
So now he can never have abs. So I was like, well, if Vin Diesel has abs, then bam, you win.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an easy way to end that argument.
Who you think will win that fight though?
I don't know.
Is it?
Vin Diesel isn't professionally trained. The Rock is.
He got a little something.
He's got, you know.
He's got the abs. They're just misplaced.
Yeah.
Don't take it while I'm looking at it. This is delicious. He does look really nice. Oh, fuck.
And you can't use the Baywatch pictures because they were fake in that movie. Yeah, that's it. But you see the little bulge at the top? That's from him ripping his shit.
Yeah, calm the fuck down, Rocky. Y'all haven't gotten to see 10 yet?
What?
X, sorry.
Oh,
Fast
no.
X.
I was like 10. There's a movie called 10. What's it about?
It's the fourth movie of 7.
There was a movie back in the day called 9. That's why I asked.
Oh God.
Yeah. You don't remember that fucking, it's almost like a Tim Burton type film. It was like little sack puppets in the
No.
movie. It's a crazy fucking movie. It's actually really good.
Sock puppets?
Not sock puppets, it's sack puppets. They were made out of, it looks like, like burlap sacks.
Not potato.
Yeah. Burlap sacks. This wasn't a sock.
Anyway. But yeah, I was even telling her while I'm watching I'm watching Tokyo Drift, and I was like, babe, it's so crazy to think like in just 2 more movies there is no more racing. Like they're not racing anymore. The whole franchise was built on street racing.
Was it though?
Yeah.
Was it though?
Come on, man.
Was it though?
Yeah.
But was it though?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Or was just the third movie so much about racing that we forgot the other 2 were about theft?
No, they was definitely built on street racing.
I don't know, man.
Like the entire first movie was them introducing the
They had 2 racing scenes the entire movie.
But it was the beginning where it was like we have the illegal street racing, and then it was like we're all getting ready for race wars. That's where the men are the thing with the stuff.
You watched 2 good races on that race wars. One where the nigga ended up dying afterwards.
That sucked.
Actually, you only seen that
does
one
it.
race because nobody else competed that day at all.
Letty did.
Yeah, you seen her win like
Yeah.
that. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There was no dramatic build up.
Oh, you just mean like that? Like they built up race wars, and then we saw 2
Right,
races.
we just that's it.
2 drag
Race
races.
wars. Woo! Jesse dies.
I never snitched on nobody. Roided motherfucker.
And then the second movie, we get 1 race in the beginning, and then now these niggas is stealing cars and shit for some white dude who likes to put rats through people.
But they had to race to the fucking. It was built around car culture. It was like street racing cars.
Are the rest not?
No.
You
Well,
sure?
kind of. But it was mostly about street racing.
The
Standing
only
firm.
one that was literally just about racing was 3, if you think about it. And it was I know I'm about to get no, it's fucking not. It's the shittiest form of racing, in my opinion.
Drifting?
Talent? Definitely.
Yeah.
Fun to watch?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather watch niggas go in a circle all day.
Yeah.
You know? But
Nicole didn't think they were cheating.
nonetheless,
They were.
If you drift in Mario Kart, she will never play with you again. Just know that.
Look.
But yeah, it's like, but like in the first movie, Brian's infiltrating Vin Diesel by going and going to the street race. What?
don't say infiltrating Vin Diesel. That sounds
That's exactly what it is. Family. But he goes he has to infiltrate by going to the street race.
Just
and then
imagine him coming up behind Paul Walker.
and you missed it because you didn't put the camera on it.
I did
He
put
did.
the camera on
He
me.
took it off.
But yeah, so he's got to infiltrate by going to the street race. And then, oh, you owe me a 10-second car. Oh, yeah, 10-second. No, it is a 10-second car. And then they go from there. And then they're fucking mechanics. And then now they're going to the International Space Station. They were just mechanics.
They are still mechanics.
That had shitty, that a grocery store that sold shitty tuna sandwiches.
They actually explained to us why they started living these extravagant lives. After they hit the big heist where they drug the safe down.
Oh, yeah, and that's where Jason Momoa comes in.
Yep.
I want my money back.
Full circle, baby.
My money back.
I don't know how all these niggas is related and shit, like John Cena's Vin Diesel's brother.
Oh, brother.
The Rock's his twin. I don't know.
But then that's when it started getting annoying. It's like, you never have to worry about anybody dying.
Facts.
Letty dies, she back.
Do you-
Han dies, he back.
Question. Do you think Hobbs and Shaw was a worthy spinoff?
It was entertaining. What I remember about it, it was fun. We only watched it once, and that was at our old house, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, I haven't seen it since. But if I recall, it was fun. Why?
Just asking.
How did you feel about it?
I was just asking. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I'm all for...
When they doing the all that shit is crazy.
I'm all for... I'm all for Hobbs and Shaw being a thing. Like,
Absolutely.
I enjoy both of them. I thought Hobbs was fun, but like I said, I always find it even more entertaining that Jason Statham is in no way threatened by, or Shaw is in no way threatened by Hobbs. Like, Hobbs is this hulking fucking, Daddy's got to go back to work, and then breaks a cast. Have you ever had a cast? Just pull my fucking cast off. 8 weeks, it's only been 6, but I heal fast. And like, the whole time, Shaw is just like, come on.
I'll break your fucking face.
And then when the Rock bottomed him,
Yes. Money.
loved it.
Money.
Beautiful moment. Oh, God. So, do you think the Rock apologized to Tyrese?
No. Absolutely not. I don't know what we're talking about.
Like, they squashed him and Vin Diesel had their issues. They squashed that, and they're going to continue the franchise. But Tyrese and The Rock also got into it.
They don't give a fuck about Tyrese. They're like, nigga, show up to work. We know you need the money. You got to pay that child support.
And then he put on that Roman voice, that Roman face. I mean, I am. I'll be there, but I still feel like I'm owed an apology. 7 a.m. 7 a.m.
What was their beef?
Tyrese started going the fuck off because of the Hobbs and Shaw movie. Because for them to make the Hobbs and Shaw movie, they had to back up the other Fast and Furious movies to focus on Hobbs and Shaw. So Tyrese felt like, or basically was saying, y'all are taking food out of my kids' mouths by allowing them to move back these other movies. Now I'm not getting paid.
See,
And-
obviously you need the money, nigga. Be at work 70
Right. And then Dwayne apparently listened to his album and made a video of him walking out and was like, oh, yeah, by the way, Tyrese, I listened to your album, and it's the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever heard in my life.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
You know how to rock curses.
Yeah.
Sounds funny.
It's always funny.
Candy ass jabroni.
Jabroni. But I also, you mentioned Reddit.
Yep.
I landed on a Reddit page the other day, and I wanted to know how y'all felt about it. And it was movie heroes that actually were assholes. And I wanted to know how y'all felt about this.
Oh, yeah. I looked at this.
Did you look it over?
Yes.
Did you see any that were interesting?
I didn't see the whole list. I seen the ones that you were talking about. There was 2 of them on there, and I was like, holy fuck.
Kind of fucked you up, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
The Robin Williams or the Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
But what did you think, dear?
About Ms. Doubtfire being,
The asshole in the movie.
I mean, technically he was an asshole. That was the issue. He was a shitty father.
And then like,
Well, no, that's a lie. He wasn't a shitty father. He was a shitty husband.
yes, but it was also like most movies back in that time. Whenever the stepdad would come in, it was the evil stepfather.
Yeah.
And then Pierce Brosnan comes in, and he's actually a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And is rich to an extent, and like somebody even pointed out the part where like he goes up to the bar and he's alone, like the family's not around him, he's literally by himself talking to some random, and the guy's just like, yeah, but she's got some baggage, doesn't he? He's like, she got three kids, like 3 amazing kids, you know, and she's this and that, and oh, look at the middle daughter, like the youngest daughter. Oh, that's my best friend. You know, it's like that's like the true form of somebody's character is like what they say about you when you're not around.
Facts.
And like he's sitting there just being the nicest guy, and then he's like, well, what about the ex-husband? Forget him. He's a loser. And then that's when you get the fucking line to the back of the head.
Right.
Oh, I saw it. Oh, I saw it. It was a drive-by fruiting. But he literally dresses up as an old woman and stalks this family. And then tries to break up a healthy relationship. Yep. All just so he could have more time with his kids. And it's like...
Or you could just take her to custody court. Bro. Like...
Yeah, like, no, if you remember the last, I never noticed this until I was an adult, when he goes to the last, like, hearing, like, right before the movie ends, like, there's 6 minutes left in this fucking movie, and the judge is like, yeah, so based off of your recent behavior, we're kind of concerned, so we don't necessarily think that you should be around your kids right now, because your actions recently have been deeply concerning, and we think that you should get mental evaluations. And it's like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, if you go back and think about it, like, yeah. like me and Nicole break up. And she puts out there, like, on Facebook or something, like, oh, I need some help with, like, my kid after work and, like, you know, all of this other shit. And I just dress up as a fucking woman. And I'm like,
show up looking like your mom and shit. Tell Miss Tara, I didn't know you were coming home.
oh dear, it's just me. I'm Mrs. Hang P. And I'm coming to help you out. And then I'm just like walking there, like Nicole starts bringing a new dude in the house. I just start pelting fruit at him. Fuck away from my kids. Just me? No? Okay. Whatever. Moving on. Somebody brought up The Parent Trap.
Yeah, that was the one that I read.
You ready
that
for this?
One was fucking great.
You ready? So Nick and Elizabeth, the parents from The Parent Trap.
Pieces of shit.
Each of them made the decision to completely abandon one of their children because they didn't want to see each other again. Are you telling me they couldn't figure out some sort of third-party custody swap? They had to go straight to pretending one of their children didn't exist.
Correct.
Like, I never even fucking... I was like, oh, look how sweet. Like, I'm going to go live with my dad's. And now, looking back at it, like... No, yeah, like my dad was like, I'll take this one. Fuck the other one.
There's two of them. We can just split it. It's no big deal.
It's like that old Bible story. It's like that old Bible story. Cut them in half.
You take one half the baby, I'll take the other. There's two. Oh, okay.
No, that's perfect. Perfect. All right, wait. They had a couple other ones that were really... Oh, God damn it. Use the app, asshole. But yeah, the Titanic. They were talking about Rose, obviously.
Duh.
But then they were, but for her, it was like she had her entire like life. She was only 17 when she knew Jack, and then she went got married, had kids, fucking lived this entire life with this person and her children, and then on her deathbed, the only person she thinks about is Jack, her teenage fling. 2 days she knew this man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, sometimes all it takes.
Let's see, what else we got? This man said Goldilocks. He said breaking and entering, sampled all the food and ate all the baby's porridge, damaged property, baby bear's chair got totaled, had the audacity to sleep in a stranger's bed, acts like a victim when the homeowner returns home and they're rightfully angry. Oh my God, the internet doesn't miss.
Fuck no.
Let's see. Peter Pan. I can't remember the original story, but I read a retelling of how Peter Pan was a narcissist that never let the kids leave and always forced them to play games. We're playing Monopoly again.
I just want to go home to my parents. You fucking suck. All right?
Oh, wait. This one's good. This one's good. I feel like this got brought up a little bit. The girl from 13 Reasons Why. Mm-hmm. And he said she just killed herself and blamed a bunch of people who never had the chance to defend themselves. She said, how would you feel if someone left a note saying that you were the reason they killed themselves, but you had no idea they even had an issue with you?
Facts.
I'm not saying the characters she names are totally innocent, but that book and series glamorized the idea of So this was interesting because I remember when the first season came out, I remember specifically this one dumb fucking broad that put on Facebook. She was like, I didn't like 13 Reasons Why because it glamorized suicide. And I was like, what the fuck about that was glamorous?
Right.
I remember I'm leaving to go to work. Me and my ex were watching the last episode before I left. And as that scene is happening, when she unsubscribes from life herself, unalives herself in the back, I'm standing up pacing. Like, I have my hands in my hair. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, what about that was glamorizing?
Right.
The point that this person made was, but that book and series glamorized the idea of revenge suicide and really sticking it to those who wronged you. This is an extremely dangerous way of thinking into a young adolescent mind which hasn't fully developed. The consequences can be tragic. That I agree with. The idea that all of these people pissed you off, so now I'm going to go kill myself and blame all of them so they feel horrible for the rest of the... You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's not cool.
Yeah, no.
But
the fact that you were able to record all of them tapes before doing it,
bro,
like you thought about,
thought this shit out, bro.
Well
instead of going talk to somebody, that's what.
And then set somebody up to fucking like distribute. If I recall,
right? Yeah,
gay dude.
Yeah. The
one that pissed me off the most, and maybe there's something that I missed. I think you and I discussed this the one time, but one of the guys that she said was her reason was the guidance counselor, and she had said like, you know, he didn't listen to her. He like blew her off or like whatever the case was. I remember getting angry when I watched that scene because there's literally a moment when like she's trying to talk and the phone starts ringing. He picks it up and hangs it up and is like, tell me what's going on. And she's like, nothing. And he's like, come on, talk to me. You know what? I'm paraphrasing. I haven't seen it since it came out, but I just remember getting angry because I'm like, all right, you're saying that like you were reaching out for help and like, and he didn't acknowledge. He tried. He literally sat there and was like, no, talk to me. And you were like, you know what? No, I don't want to take too much. You like got up and walked. It's like, what do you want him to do?
Right.
Fucking chase you down the hall. Talk.
Right.
Talk.
Right.
Anyway, what else do we got here? How do you feel?
You're bringing up a lot of old emotions.
Because it pissed me off. That man was a nice man. Was he kind of a dick? If I recall correctly, he was kind of a dick.
No.
The guidance counselor, the black dude?
No. He was actually a genuine guy. The only one that actually tried to hear out each of the students each time they were all going through the whole shit after she killed herself.
Yeah.
He was the only one that was trying to get everybody to talk.
Okay. What about you, dear?
I spoke before him.
Oh.
Look.
I don't know if you want to add anything to it.
It's past my bedtime.
Okay,
I'm
fair
sorry.
enough. We'll wrap it up. Ooh, Severus Snape.
What?
A noble ending does not excuse child abuse or a lifetime of acting out because your crush doesn't like you.
Hey, no cap though.
She let him on.
Dude said the Avengers. My car was thrown at a hospital.
Facts. Facts.
Wait, what?
Dude said the Avengers. My car got thrown at a hospital. Oh, here it is. Mrs. Doubtfire. He deceives his ex-wife and children and spies on them under an assumed identity and tries to kill his ex-wife's boyfriend by putting pepper in his food knowing he's allergic.
I forgot about that.
So did I. Oh, shit. Bella from fucking Twilight. I love both of you turd baskets, but I love cockatoo hairdo a little bit more. What a love story. Oh, Christ. I remember just going down this rabbit hole and it was something. Okay, here it is. Rose from the Titanic. She had a family, a long marriage, but on her deathbed, she only thought of that homeless guy who railed her on a boat for 2 days. Then the guy who spent his entire life hunting for the heart of the ocean due to its historical significance. He finally finds it and she yeets it into the ocean in front of him. Then some fucking dude finds it and gives it to Britney Spears. Rose was a bitch.
Roberty, I went down and got it for you.
Oh, God. And then they were like, she could have also just sold the damn thing and left her children with enough to never need to worry again. But nah, into the ocean. She also could have just told the guys she still had it before they spent tons of money on a fruitless expedition. It's like, yo, what the fuck, Rose? Let's see what else we got. Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Bedridden and unable to work, but can dance when Charlie shows up with the golden ticket. Also, he's got tobacco money, but his family is literally starving. Forgot about that. Oh, shit. Dishonorable mention to Daniel from the Karate Kid. Dude becomes a bully, too, once he gets confident in karate and ultimately wins with an illegal kick to the head. Oh, my God. I had so much fun going through this. Not a human being technical, but honestly, Goku. Gave Cell a damn Senzu bean.
Yo, facts. Fuck that nigga. I was so mad. I was like, hey, yo, we had him. He was done. Cooked. This was the last fight.
Oh, God. Oh, somebody else said Snape. He had a creepy simp infatuation with Lily and was literally fine with her husband and child being murdered as long as she wasn't. He was also an abusive ass to 3/4 of the students that he interacted with, to the point that, despite all the horrific things that exist in the magical world, he was Neville's biggest fear. Yo! I never even thought about that. Oh my God, this dude knows that big ass spider exists, but he's like, that motherfucker that's been teaching me potions. Oh God. While I'm not sure if he fits the question 100%, I think Jesse Pinkman gets way too much credit for being a terrible person relative to the average human population.
What?
Fuck you. Jesse was amazing. Oh God. Let's see. No. Okay, looks like there's really not that much left.
Well, somebody was coming in.
Somebody really fucked me up with that Snape one just now. Even Nicole was like, fuck, I didn't even think about that. Oh, God. All right. Y'all got anything else?
Nah, man.
All right. Well, as always, thank you for your support. If you enjoyed the show, please rate and review on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Sorry about it being kind of a low one today. We're all fucking exhausted. Turtle worked all day, and it's literally we should be going to bed to get ready for work tomorrow.
Facts.
Thank you for supporting. If you enjoyed the show, please rate and review on Mr. TRTL.
You can find me on IG at TRTL__
Asian noises.
TikTok.
Got the name of the episode? I didn't know if we get one, but we got one.
TikTok as well. TRTL__. Twitter at 2RandomLose. Make sure you're doing your twos right. All the social media is TRTL.
Miss Nikki P.
Instagram is NIKKI
Crooked letter I.
NP.
Oh. And also, we're getting relatively close. We might need to start planning a live show for the big 150. Might have to start looking into this. Turtle hasn't looked up at me once, even though I'm looking directly at him. All right, and then also check us out on TikTok, YouTube. Go to www.thehangoverpod.com so you can leave us a voicemail like you heard earlier in the show. And you know what? Just keep being awesome human beings that listen to an awesome show with awesome people. And fuck everybody else. Fight the system. Everybody loves Spider-Man. Nobody loves Nick Cannon. This is the Hangover Podcast. Happy Pride Month. Thank you for listening.
Just woke up, couple daddies from the club dealing with this hangover.